Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are discussing about water, occurrence of water, resources of water, characteristics of water, unique properties of water, hardness of water, etc. Water. Water is the nature's most wonderful, abundant and useful compound. It is an essential element for the existence of human beings, animals and plants. Without food, human being can survive for a numbers of days. But without water, no one cannot survive. Water is a unique resource. Water is the nature's wonderful, abundant and most useful compound because water has its unique properties. Wide range of temperature. Water has wide range of temperature, that is from 0 degree centigrade to 100 degree centigrade. Highest specific heat. Water has the highest specific heat. Specific heat, that is the specific heat is the amount of heat per unit mass required to raise the temperature by 1 degree. Due to specific heat, water warms up and cools down slowly without causing shock of temperature jerk to the aquatic life. High latent heat of vaporization. Water has high latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of vaporization, it is defined as the heat required to change 1 mole of liquid at its boiling point under standard atmospheric pressure. Due to high latent heat of vaporization, it takes a huge amount of energy getting vaporized. That's why it produces a cooling effect as it evaporates. Excellent solvent. Water is an excellent solvent. It is a solvent for several nutrients. It is a very good carrier of nutrients including oxygen, which are essential for life. It can easily dissolve various pollutants and become a carrier of pathogenic microorganisms. High surface tension and cohesion. Due to high surface tension and cohesion, it can easily rise through great height through the trunk even in the tallest of the tree like Silicua. Anomalous behavior. It has anomalous expansion behavior. It freezes. It expands instead of contracting and thus becomes lighter. It is because of this property that even in extreme cold, the lakes freezes only on the surface. Being lighter, the ice keeps floating, whereas the bottom waters remain at a high temperature and therefore can sustain aquatic organism even in extreme cold. Occurrence of water. Water is the only substance that occur at ordinary temperature in all three states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. In solid form, that is ice, it is found in glaciers, frozen lakes, frozen rivers, snow, hail, frost. In liquid, it found in rain, dew, swamps, lakes, rivers, oceans. In gaseous form, it is found in water vapor, fog, steam, cloud. Source of water. There are main resources of water, that is rainwater, estuaries and seawater. Surface water. Water found on the surface of the earth, this is known as surface water. It is classified into two classes: flowing water, that is streams and rivers, and still water. Still water, it is found in ponds, lakes and reservoirs. Now underground waters. Water occurs below the earth's surface. This is known as underground water. It is classified also in two classes, that is water from shallow and deep springs and wells, and water from lower measures of coal mines. Characteristics of pure water. It should be clear, colorless and odorless. It should be cool and pleasant to taste. It should be free from harmful bacteria and suspended impurities. It should be free from dissolved gases like carbon dioxide, H2S, NH3, etc. and poisonous minerals like lead, arsenic, manganese, etc. Hardness should be less than 500 ppm. Chloride ion content should be less than 250 ppm. Fluoride ion content should be less than 1.5 ppm. Total dissolved solids, that is TDS, content should be less than 500 ppm. pH of the potable water should be 6.5 to 8.5. The common impurities in water. The common impurities found in water, that is dissolved minerals, carbonates, bicarbonates, sulfides and chlorides of calcium, magnesium, sodium and potassium. Dissolved gases. Air and carbon dioxide, generally dissolved gases in water. Suspended matter. Mineral matter giving turbidity or muddy water. Organic matter may also be present in the water. Microscopic matter. It consists of plant and bacterial life, giving color, taste and odor. Chemical characteristics of water. The most important chemical characteristics of water are its acidity, alkalinity, hardness and corrosiveness. Chemical impurities can be either natural, man-made or be deployed in raw water sources by enemy forces. Hardness of water. Hardness is defined as the soap consuming capacity of a water. Soap consists of the sodium salt of long chain fatty acids, that is oleic acid, palmitic acid and stearic acid. The soap consuming capacity of water is largely due to the presence of calcium and magnesium ions. Sodium salt of long chain of fatty acids present in the soap. It reacts with calcium and magnesium ions of water to form insoluble scum of calcium and magnesium soap, which do not have any detergent value. Here you can see the reaction, that is sodium stearate react with calcium chloride, it forms calcium stearate. Sodium stearate is water soluble, whereas calcium stearate is water insoluble. Hard water and soft water. Water which does not produce lather with soap solution but produces white precipitate or a white scum. White scum due to the presence of some dissolved salt in it is called hard water, whereas water which produces lather with soap solution called soft water. In this picture you can see soft water and hard water. Soft water, the lather formation takes place, whereas in hard water, milky white solution formed. Differences between hard water and soft water. Hard water, soft water. Water which does not produce lather with soap solution readily but forms a white scum or precipitate is called hard water, whereas water which lathers easily on shaking with soap solution is called soft water. Hard water contains dissolved salt of calcium and magnesium in it, whereas soft water does not contain dissolved salt of calcium and magnesium in it. Cleaning quality of soap is lowered and a lot of it is washed during washing and bathing. Soft water cleaning quality of soap is not lowered, so soap is not washed during washing and bathing. Due to the presence of dissolved hardness producing salts, the boiling point of water is elevated. Consequently, more fuel and time are required for cooking, whereas in soft water, less fuel and time is required for cooking in soft water. Hardness and types of hardness. Hardness is the important characteristics of water. Hardness is defined as the soap consuming capacity of a water sample. Depending upon the types of dissolved salt present in water, hardness of water can be classified into two types, that is temporary hardness and permanent hardness. Temporary hardness, carbonate hardness or alkaline hardness. Temporary hardness is caused by the presence of dissolved bicarbonates of calcium, magnesium and other heavy metals and the carbonate of iron. It can be removed by boiling of water when bicarbonates are decomposed into insoluble carbonates or hydroxide, which are deposited as a crust at the bottom of the container. Here we can see that calcium bicarbonate. Calcium bicarbonate is soluble in water. On heating, calcium bicarbonate converted into calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate is insoluble in water. Same as magnesium bicarbonate. It is also soluble in water, and on heating magnesium bicarbonate, it is converted into magnesium carbonate. Magnesium carbonate also insoluble in water. Permanent hardness or non-carbonate hardness or non-alkaline hardness. Permanent hardness is due to the presence of chlorides, sulfides, nitrates of calcium, magnesium and other metals. Calcium and magnesium salt are not the only salt responsible for hardness. Soluble salt of heavy metals also causes hardness. Permanent hardness is hardness, or we can say that mineral content that cannot be removed by boiling. However, it can be removed by using various chemical agents. Units of hardness. The result of the analysis of hard water are expressed in one of the following units. Parts per million. Parts per million ppm. It is the part of the calcium carbonate equivalent hardness per 10 to the power 6 parts of water. That is 1 ppm equals to 1 part of calcium carbonate equivalent hardness in 10 to the power 6 parts of water. Milligrams per liter or mg per liter. It is the number of milligrams of calcium carbonate equivalent hardness present per liter of water. Thus, 1 mg per liter equals to 1 mg of calcium carbonate equivalent hardness of 1 liter of water. Weight of 1 liter of water equals to 1 kg. 1 kg equals to 1000 gram. 1000 into 1000 mg equals to 10 to the power 6 mg. 1 mg per liter equals to 1 mg of calcium carbonate equivalent per 10 to the power 6 mg of water equals to 1 part of calcium carbonate equivalent per 10 to the power 6 parts of water. So 1 mg per liter equals to 1 ppm. Clark degree. Clark degree, it is defined as 1 part of calcium carbonate equivalent hardness per 70,000 parts of water. Thus, 1 degree Clark equals to 1 part of calcium carbonate equivalent hardness per 70,000 parts of water. Degree French. Degree French, it is the parts of calcium carbonate equivalent hardness per 10 to the power 5 parts of water. Thus, 1 degree French equals to 1 part of calcium carbonate hardness equivalent per 10 to the power 5 parts of water. Relationship among various units of hardness. 1 ppm equals to 1 part per 10 lakh parts of water. 1 degree Clark equals to 1 part per 70,000 parts of water. 1 degree French equals to 1 part per 1 lakh parts of water. So, 10 lakh ppm equals to 70,000 degree Clark equals to 1 lakh degree French. So, 100 ppm equals to 7 degree Clark equals to 10 degree French. So, interconversion of units. It is 1 ppm equals to 1 mg per liter equals to 0.1 degree French equals to 0.07 degree Clark. Same as 1 mg per liter equals to 1 ppm equals to 0.1 degree French equals to 0.07 degree Clark. 1 degree Clark equals to 1.43 degree French equals to 14.3 ppm equals to 14.3 mg per liter. 1 degree French equals to 10 ppm equals to 10 mg per liter equals to 0.7 degree Clark. Expression of hardness in terms of equivalent of calcium carbonate. The concentration of hardness producing salts are usually expressed in terms of an equivalent amount of calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate is chosen as a standard because its molecular weight is 100 and equivalent weight is 50, which are whole numbers. So, the calculation in water analysis can be simplified. And another one, that is, it is the most insoluble salt that can be precipitated in water treatment. That's why the concentration of hardness producing salts are usually expressed in terms of an equivalent amount of calcium carbonate.